Live.
Live, we are live. Hi, everyone. Look who I have.
It's so good to be here because so much is happening as always. And I just want to take this chance, along with others I've got, of thanking the community for being so amazing.
True.
We are
I
very blessed with this community. Yeah.
We are. You know, I watched you and Hogarth and
Lady G.
Lady G. Oh, you guys are a hoot.
We do have fun.
Yes.
And the hats have sort of become a bit of a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, they are. And you know, I love like Hogarth has an accent, you have an accent, and then Lady G comes up and she just has her own little way of talking. So it's like all three of these accents are beautifully.
Oh, that's great. And she is such a brilliant reader.
She is.
You know, go Lady G. I really like her take on the cards.
She's old school. And I tend to like that. The ones that have been doing this for quite some time, like she has that old school memory of what the cards, back in the day used to be
Well,
instead of
before they got sort of used for this political trough.
yeah, all of our readings in the cards used to be all very, very positive.
Yeah, yeah. And
Until we get
Hogarth is a total treasure, of course. Yeah.
oh yes, I like Hogarth. He's real. I love his way of explaining things because blah, 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 yeah. It's wonderful. All right, so let's catch up. As I do when I have somebody on. So, what's been going on your channel, and what things you have coming up? It's delicious.
Well, of course, the big news, a shock to me as much as everything else, was Mary Trump putting that clip on her show, and the intrepid viewers, bless them, leapt in because I think it was a novelty. It was just before Christmas or New Year or something, and I think it was a bit of a novelty for their end of year show. We'll just put on this tarot reader, and all the viewers leapt on saying, "Oh, Lena's a sociologist as well. You should have her on." And they just inundated her. And next thing, I had an email from Mary, bless her. So I'm going to be on the show without cards as a political commentator. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. How did your heart skip a beat when you saw that?
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of you.
But I do love her. I mean,
Yeah.
Imagine growing up in that family. Imagine, all jokes aside, what hell would that have been?
Yeah, I can see it on her sometimes. I see it on her when she's talking and stuff like that. I can see on her sometimes the suppression still. You know what I mean? Sometimes she's come out of it. She's highly intelligent. She's got her own degree. She's pulled away from it, but you can see it sometimes. And I go, oh, but she's getting a lot better.
Yeah, you can see she's much more relaxed on camera now than her early interviews and stuff. And I think she's doing a great job, doing her podcast and stuff. Yeah.
Do they have a time frame? Does she have a time frame for you? Do you know exactly what date, or are you still working
I'll let
at
people know.
Okay.
I'll let people know. Yeah.
Fantastic. And so other things you've been doing, you usually join up with Hogarth, Lady G, right?
Yeah, and then there was an epic, if you haven't seen it, New Year's Eve with Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice, Jen Lynn and Adrian from Red Lentil, etc. And we did 4 time zones. So we did 4 hours of New Year's Eve.
Wow. No, I did not know that. Were you exhausted after 4 hours?
Yeah, I was doing it from my bed because we have people staying. And if you fast forward to the end, I'm sliding sideways, onto the bed. I'm barely on camera by the end.
Oh, how funny.
Epic.
Yeah. Some great readers as well. I mean, we really do have a great community.
I think so. A really talented community.
Yeah. And thank goodness that we all have that unity way of thinking, unify and make sure everybody is cohesive and take care of each other. Like, on my channel, nobody's allowed to say anything negative about any reader whatsoever. I don't tolerate it. I will delete you the moment I see it. And I won't, I won't give you the oxygen that you want. So I'm unified in that way as well. It's like, you cannot do that, because a reader out there is doing something positive for someone, and we have to honor that. Whether we believe in them or not, it doesn't matter. They're doing something positive for someone, and we have to honor that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So I definitely have that.
Good evening from Sweden here. I love it when we've got a global input.
Yes. Do we have somebody from Sweden?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
goodness.
prayers for Danny Shea. Oh, bathrobe Danny. He has COVID. You'll be all right, love. Prayers for Danny.
Prayers for Danny. I think I remember him texting me that. I asked him if he got his shot and everything. I'm always asking anybody that has COVID, you got your shot and your booster, right? Because then I know I have a little bit of comfort in knowing that, that they have a high probability of surviving all that. But definitely. I have
Ireland. Hi, B. Great to see you from the old country. Awesome.
Yes, definitely. All right. So here we go. Do you have anything on your agenda that you, or a list you wanted to come?
No, you lead, and I'm happy to see what's going on, because of course we've got the news.
Oh, has anybody in the chat, has everybody in the chat been watching this circus of the speakership in the House on C-SPAN or whatever? If you have, I know that I have been able to catch it a few times. And how many rounds? I think they're on the 4th round right now. And the last,
is it? Because it happened for me overnight. I got up in the morning going, oh my God, like,
yeah.
Oh, hi, an Aussie in Scotland. Awesome.
Yeah. Scotland. Oh, we have Singapore. I thought we had Singapore in here too. I thought I saw somebody. No speaker yet. They adjourned. Okay. That's good to know. What was the yes vote? Yes vote on number 4 now. And they were going into number 4. So what's going on is Jim Jordan gained 1 point the last time I saw. He gained 1 vote. He had 19. Jim Jordan did only 19. Woo, he's so popular. And then and of course our guy Hakeem, he has all 212 of the Democrats. And the gossip, I mean, the whole thing is just so funny. We see Matt Gaetz going over to AOC, and I guess he was wanting to know if there was any Democrats who were willing to shift and help us out over here, and AOC is like, no. Go away, because it's not going to happen, and of course then we have Marjorie Taylor Greene and Boebert fighting on Twitter. I'm just having, it's like 19 votes is enough to deny Kevin. Oh yeah, I mean 7 votes, actually 4 votes is enough to deny Kevin his speakership.
Oh my goodness.
The last time it went like this, and I remember back in 1912 or something like that, somebody in the chat will probably know the exact year, but it took 100 times of voting and 2 months. So what that could be is, if history repeats itself, that means nothing is going to get done for 2 months or longer if it goes on longer.
Well, it doesn't anyway, because people have stopped governing. Right? Yes. That's the bottom line. It's all about, if I'm the lawmaker, talk to my lobbyists, talk to me, do this, and then I'm covering my ass here and going to there. No one is actually governing. In the GOP have no policies.
None. Their policy is to gain power. That is their only policy that they have. And that was coming to my first read after I'm making fun of the GOP as much as I am. So entertaining, is I want to know, if push comes to shove, if Matt Gaetz will vote for Hakeem.
Okay. Well, Earth Mama says they just finished 3 rounds. Kevin lost all 3.
Yes.
Hakeem is the winner. I'm not sure if that means literally he's the winner or he's, on top now with the most votes.
He's the one that has been consistently gaining the most votes because all of the Democrats vote for him, right? So he always has the 212.
So in other words, he only needs four now to cross
12,
over.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so 7 actually. So if somebody shifts away from Kevin or somebody shifts away from Jordan, Hakeem can become. It's all up to the Republicans what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 218
it's coming home to roost now, isn't it?
Yes.
The chaos and the betrayals and the filthy behavior is all coming home to roost.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Matt Gaetz has flipped his lid on all of this. We need somebody in there that can really do policies. We don't want another Benghazi theater. And I was like, who is this talking?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's up there talking about that. We really want policy. We don't want theater policy and hitting the Senate and going dead, nothing getting done. I mean, he's saying out loud that Kevin McCarthy didn't want to work on anything, and that's the reason why we're not going to follow. You know what I think? I think it's because now Matt Gaetz and Marge, all summer long, and then now it's Kevin McCarthy and Marge. I think he's just jealous of his girlfriend with Kevin McCarthy. She's not paying attention to me no more.
Oh, no. Or it could be that he's got more court cases in the pipeline and he wants to appear like a responsible congressman,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but it's just getting bonkers and bizarre out there. But yeah, so let's see if I just kind of want to see if it is something you want to see. If push come to shove, would Matt Gaetz, because if they make it down to just and remove Jordan, I don't know if they would or not, but if they do remove Jordan, it just became between Hakeem and Kevin McCarthy. Would the Chaosers vote for Hakeem?
Well, will we have a look at that?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Let's see. Oh my word.
Oh, it's honestly, it's just like fun happening here. But we all every one of us, all of us readers said something weird was happening with the house.
Yeah, for sure.
We all said, because we were like, how come we still see the House of Representatives still under Democratic ruling? That's what we all said. It's like, this still looks weird.
Yes, and couldn't make sense of it at the time. No. Mel says, will Kevin McCarthy claim the election is rigged?
Probably. You're absolutely.
Let's have a look.
Yes, everybody tap the like button, please. I would appreciate that.
Sorry, so the actual question is, will they cross over and support Hakeem? Is that the question? Yeah,
Matt Gaetz. I want to know, we can do the Republicans or we can do Matt Gaetz. Which one do you want?
Let's do Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz. If push comes to shove, would Matt Gaetz actually vote for a Democrat? Hakeem. Just to not vote for Kevin McCarthy. I mean, he's adamant about not voting for McCarthy. It's like personal at this point.
Yeah. Oh, these are interesting cards. In a way, you know how the cards do this sometimes with tarot? You're asking this question, but it's sort of saying, what about this?
Yes. Absolutely.
And it's sort of leapt over Matt Gaetz, I think, with this, because what we've got, the GOP is holding itself hostage. Can you do that? I mean, is there such a thing?
I think they are, though.
They're holding themselves hostage. And the karmic wheel is involved here. The Wheel of Fortune. This is 5 years, 6 years in the making to come to this point. They've got to the top of the greasy pole. Miraculously, they've got the House, but have they? I mean, it's such a slim majority, and the fighting is getting more intense, not less, right? Because the GOP, what their trump card always was they showed a united front. Didn't matter what was going on, they were really good at that. And now the facade's fallen, and karmically, despite manipulating madly in the background, juggle, 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 you can imagine the horse trading that's going on as we speak in the locker rooms, over the tea urn, everything. This is my card of Dem celebration.
Oh,
my word.
Nice.
Oh, my word. I hope so. So sorry, none of that spoke to me of Matt Gaetz per se.
Yeah.
Did you get a more specific thing on him?
Well, I also got this.
I
also got this, but I also got the King of Swords. Like he is jamming up the cogwheels on purpose. He knows what's going on. If there's anything about Matt Gaetz, manipulation is his talent.
That's right.
So he knows how to manipulate the system as much as possible. And I have the heartbreak and the money put together. Of course, the House is about the money, right? And so we have those two right there. But in the end, the Four of Wands comes around, like happiness and stuff like that. So my question was, would he vote for the Democrats?
Yeah.
And I think he would. I think at the end of the day,
Four of Wands, yeah.
Yeah, the Four of Wands, I think he would. He's like happiness to happy to Seven of Swords. I'll be happy to betray you.
Wow.
I'll be happy to betray you.
Yeah.
So he's not going to vote for Kevin McCarthy no matter what. He may abstain, maybe his vote. Maybe that's probably something he would do. Like, because there's categories where it's Hakeem, McCarthy, Jordan, and it says others and something else. And I've seen a few votes for others. So maybe they won't.
I think Jim Jordan's out of the picture.
Oh, I do too. I mean, he's not going to become speaker at all. There's not, he doesn't have the votes at all. But what he is doing is siphoning away from Kevin McCarthy. With the Republicans, he's siphoning at least 20 votes away from Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah. So you think he will? Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure, but I think the chaos itself is the Dems' best friend.
Yeah. Well, every single one of them are sitting around just like watching it. You should see Hakeem's face the whole time.
Because I haven't seen any of the visuals,
Oh my gosh, you're going to enjoy it when you do. So I want to know, before we get to the big question, because I kind of want to go a little deep into who's going to become speaker and see if we can catch the energy wave, right? And see if what's going to happen. But I want to see what the damage is going to be, the fallout of all of this chaos with the Republican Party, the base. I wonder if their base is happy with this circus. If they are losing confidence in their own Republican Party. I want to see what the fallout.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Yeah. Let's see what they're doing.
And by the base, do we mean just the MAGAs, or we mean MAGAs plus other Republican voters?
Well, I think let's do the Republicans who voted them into the majority.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that. The ones that have voted them into, like all the people that they have voted for them to have the majority. Let's do that. I have another question around MAGAs and Mr.
Okay, so this is just voters who voted them in.
Yep, who voted them into the majority. Are they happy with the antics?
Oh, Joe says Fox is going nuts.
They are. They're so mad. They're so mad. Like, this is just embarrassing. This is just making us look, and they blamed it on the Dems. It's almost like the Democrats are paying them off to cause this much trouble. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to find a way to blame it on Obama.
Yeah, truly.
Somehow,
Okay.
some way, they will wrap themselves up around an axle to blame it on Obama.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Will the voters be enchanted with their party?
By the way, we are using Lena Rodriguez and
Sienna Rose.
Sienna Rose's cards. Yep.
One World Tarot. And now I've heard they're available everywhere. If you don't want to support Amazon, you can get them in bookstores and all sorts of places.
That is true. And I think you have June Rafkin, who was the illustrator.
Oh, no, she was the editor. She was brilliant. And the artist is Alexander Filipek, and she was great working with us. So
I really
had a great team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like this. You know, this art kind of reminds me of that one artist that is blocked. He blocks all of his. Why can't I think? I had it. Oh, well, I'll think about it later. He's very famous, and I know my mother-in-law has a whole lot of his.
Not Bansky or someone.
No, it was. Oh gosh, I had it because I spoke of it and then it went. If I remember, I'll let you know. But he reminds me of an artist that is very precise in his lines and very blocked. Is what I call it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. All right. Well, what I've got is
they said
Star card, which is my Best of America card, usually. But we're talking about GOP voters, so we have to look at it through their eyes, which is their vision of, land of the free, home of the brave, which is a very nostalgic vision of America, arguably an America that didn't quite exist anyway. But, this is the Leave It to Beaver types,
Yes.
who think the GOP represents American values, meaning their own narrow values, right? Up until now, cradle to grave Republicans we're talking here who love, everything it represents. I blame Reagan, but that's another story. Okay, they've never wavered. These are the voters who have never wavered. Now they're seeing all this behind the scenes stuff. They don't understand it. They don't get it. They don't like it. And I don't know that they're going to vote in next, 2024. Here's the tower.
Wow.
So you can imagine if they're doing this now on day one.
Yeah.
The chaos and the disruption is going for the next 2 years. We have to hang on to that for the ride. They're sowing the seeds actively for their own destruction. And I think from the voters' point of view, they're going, no, not that they're going to suddenly be reasonable people and vote for them, but they could withdraw from voting.
As soon as I saw that tower, I felt how there's a reoccurring theme with the MAGA and the Republican voters is that they're very sensitive on the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All very out there, but yeah.
Yeah, very personal, and they get very offended, and all that. Everything they accuse us of, but they're the ones that are being so sensitive and the chaos. So they're feeling the anxiousness because my cards literally talk about how they did their job, right? Queen Ed, they did their job. They got them in there and stuff like that. But they're seeing again, they're seeing their problems. They're everything wrapped up in them. And then I got the Page of Cups, like that. Like, we got to move away from this chaos. We got to stop this chaos. This has got to stop. They're in there panicking. They're panicking because I got the moon. They're in there panicking about the fear of what, like, we gave you the power and you're going to just give it away. You're just going to give it away. And here's what they feel. Here's what
Betrayed as much as
they're
anything.
betrayed, yeah. And then the Five of Cups, they're losing hope in their power and in their party. They're losing faith. They're losing it all. It's almost like they don't like all of the chaos right now. They wish they were more structured. But what they hate the most is us laughing at them.
Of course. And laughter, comedy, etc., is far more cutting than a
Exactly.
political debate.
Yeah, they cannot stand that we are in. Well, they can't stand that we're happy in any level, right?
No, that's right.
They can't stand that we're happiest when they are in chaos, because they, it's not like we're making, we're laughing at nice, wonderful people who are just trying their best.
And we wouldn't.
They did this to themselves with warning.
I know. And tell the viewers about that tweet from Blvd
Yeah.
about MTG. Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to any of the tweets that come through. I've been paying attention to TikTok, and they'll tell it on there. Anyways, I guess Bobart, Marjorie Taylor Greene got in there and says that even my friends, they are betraying me. She said a whole bunch of stuff, and then Bobart got onto Twitter and says, "Well, you're just a washed up divorcee that sleeps with anything that moves in Congress or at the House or something like that." We're like,
it's gutter politics. See, this is the thing. They saddle themselves with these people.
They have. And we've warned them. That's the thing is in every platform that any Democrat has ever had, we kept on saying, this is what's going to happen. This is how this is what's going to end up. We've warned them and warned them and warned them. They didn't pay attention. They thought that they were going to be the exception to the rule. You know how those people are.
Yep.
I'm going to eat a whole bunch of Twinkies. I'm going to be the exception to the rule and not have any health problems.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Anyways, yep. Are you paying attention to some of the people in there?
Yeah. So would the new speaker be indicted and have to step down? I don't know about indicted and stepping down, but my gut feel is, regardless of the outcome of this vote, it's not stable. It's not as though McCarthy will end up winning today and it'll all be forgotten and moving on. It's opened these chasms, and eventually they'll start falling into the chasms. So I think regardless of outcome, the fact it has been this circus is destructive in itself in the best possible way.
Yes. Yeah. Losing confidence. So losing confidence in your party is a big deal. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
And I think this is what they were really, really worried about, was the losing the confidence of their voters. And I don't think they wanted this political theater. I really don't. I think they're very upset about the political theater that's going on right here.
But see, it doesn't come from nowhere. Whereas Mitch McConnell used to always have the whip hand, right? He could whip them into line at any point. He's lost power, but as the nutcases, the blatant MAGA-file delinquents have gained power. So even he can't pull them out of the fire now. No one can pull them out of the fire, because they are, as various people in the comments have said, they're like monkeys in a cage throwing poo at each other.
Yes.
It's degenerated already on day one to this. Can you imagine what the next few months are going to be like?
I would be horrified.
As the indictment come in too.
Well, I keep on turning it around. How would I feel if the Democrats were acting like this? I would be horrified.
Sorry, say that again.
How I would feel if the Democrats were doing this, right?
Right.
I would be horrified.
Sure. Good.
Yeah, I'd be very
overdue. Their outrage is long overdue. The first time the Yeti opened his mouth and was so abusive to John McCain,
Yeah.
right, that was actually when they sold their souls. I put it all the way back there.
Yep.
That was absolutely appalling that a public figure should say, as a joke,
Yeah.
right? They rode with that, and everything subsequently, they've turned a blind eye, they've given it a cold shoulder, they've ignored that one, they've heard the opposite point of view on Fox. They have buried themselves head in the sand for 5 years. So do I have any sympathy? No.
I don't either. I have no sympathy for the disaster that they have created. And I agree with you. It's like where did their morals? They arrested their morals, they buried their morals, their moral compass is somewhere tied up in the basement. You know what I mean? They have ripped it out of them. It's weird. So what I have a question next is, who was that guy that lied about everything? And
George Santos.
Yeah. So,
Huh?
I keep on going back and forth. Will the Republicans literally allow this man to continue?
Okay, shall we read on it?
Yeah. Will they?
George Santos.
And if they do, what would be the damage of that? Because come on.
And people are now asking, is he actually a citizen of the United States?
Right. We need proof that his mother was his mother type of thing.
I know.
I mean, he's
George Santos. Oh my God.
Maybe he's like an escapee from prison. He had some surgery or something.
Maybe he is a bad plastic surgeon from somewhere, and he's reinvented himself here. Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look.
George Santos.
Well, if they do, I mean, that's a joke for life. I'm seeing a few things here.
Oh my God.
Go for it.
Okay. Now, first card is the world. And so in a literal way, the world is watching. So even though I'm obsessed with American politics, and most people aren't obsessed to the extent I am, but they follow it, right?
Yep.
In the sense. So people are aware of this guy. Out of all the newbies, he's the one people in other countries, right, have heard about and seen. So this is a big issue, and it's a big issue for the GOP. At the moment, the sitting pretty card, I think, I don't think they're going to stop him before the swearing in. To me, this is what it's saying.
Yep.
And then the King of Cups. Now, this is usually my Biden card, but I think it's not so much. I think this is a GOP nightmare. So it's the other side of the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, when it's a nice person like Biden, is a compassionate person who understands other people's emotions, etc., etc. But when it's not reversed, but the other end of the spectrum of it, it's emotional manipulation.
Correct.
So at this point, they're not acting, but I think the problem will be taken out of their hands with the King of Swords. Mm-hmm. I think there will be some sort of thing. And again, I think with this and this spread, they're shooting themselves in the foot by not getting rid of him, saying, we're very sorry to the voters, and even risking a seat. No, that's not their style. So he's going to be cut out of, the textbook, this King of Swords. And then there's going to be another election, and that will be another Dem seat.
Yep. I agree with you about this one right here, because this one is gluttony sometimes. Like they don't care how they got there. We
Don't
just
care. Don't ask.
Yeah, we got it. We got them here, right? They don't care.
Yeah.
They just have that gluttony. However, they do have some rapid fire coming their way. They are not. They do feel the sting of all of the cuts and all of the rapid fire and everybody after them and stuff like that. And of course, they have to juggle. And that's the part that's so heartening, is why is that? Why do you have to think about that?
Yeah.
Why do you have to juggle? Should we keep them? Should we not keep them? Right? But here's the Three of Wands, and in your guys' cards, I love this. He's on the shoreline, and he's looking at the ships, and the ships that are out there on the water, and it's almost like he's seeing better, or he's seeing the possibility of what they can do. Like the possibility, there's 3 ships out there. Are they coming in? Do they have gold? What do they have? What's going on? Right? So they're seeing the possibility of yo dude staying on.
Yeah.
Ability of all that. However, we got the Chariot. So there's a Chariot. There's other people going after him. They're moving forward with all of that stuff. And what he gets is a little what they get is they're thinking that people are going to forget.
Yes. And I got that 4 of Swords too. Yeah.
They're going to forget. Moving forward, the Chariot, they're going to move forward. They're going to forget all about it, and it's not going to be an issue. However, can you still hear me?
Yep.
So what happens is clarity and the cutting of the 2 of Swords comes into play. So no matter what the Republicans thinking, I think it has the exact same ending as yours. He's going to get cut. He's going to have problems. He's going to have legal problems. He's probably going to be exported to the place where he was actually born.
Which may or may not be Brazil. Who knows?
Right, yeah, may or may not be. And his mother may or may not be his mother. And but he's going to have some severe legal problems. I didn't see judgment as we usually do with legal problems and stuff like that. But clarity is also a very good card to get when you're talking about laying out the picture, laying out the evidence. So I too think that he maybe get cut because he's got the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. So bye. So do you have any other questions before we kind of get into, because our next one is going into a few questions about Trump.
Okay, let's go.
So one of my questions is, he's throwing around, he's been hinting around, he's been doing this for a couple of years now, but he's been hinting around, he's done it publicly in a tweet or a Truth Social thingamajigger, talking about forming a third party.
Yeah.
So have you read on that yet, if he is going?
Yeah. So maybe we could take another, because I think he will.
Yeah.
And I bet you anything he's going to call it the Patriot Party.
Yeah, the Patriots.
You heard it here first, viewers.
Yeah, the Patriots or the Patriot Party or something stupid, right? Maybe his NFTs.
Yeah. That was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I was doing a video with Danny Shea and Lori from Way of Positive Change. And we were doing it, and we hadn't heard. We were like, I don't know, I haven't heard the announcement yet or anything like that. And we were all trying to just figure it out. And we're yelling out things, and I go like, "What about Pokemon cards?"
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was Pokemon NFTs, and we were laughing so hard.
Funny.
Yeah. But all right, let's see if he's going to form a new party. Let's see what's in that.
Yeah. Now, the new party. Company's new party.
for some reason, I feel very serious all of a sudden with Trump. Do you feel that?
No, not especially serious as I get where you're coming from, but it is another sinister development in American politics if he does this, and that could be what you're picking up on.
Maybe, yeah, like the seriousness of this.
Yeah. Will I kick off, Sheila?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Well, what I do think is he's seriously thinking about it, but he's carrying his baggage with him in the boat. So, again, promising the world, I mean, these are literally making America great again, cards of what he's going to promise. Oh my God, I just had a flash. Here we go. All this chaos today, and subsequently, he's going to milk this. Things were really calm when I was in, not for us, but he could use that argument now.
Yeah.
Remember, when I was president, we didn't have this info.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Something's,
Okay,
yeah.
he's seriously going to milk this. Yeah, making alliances. Mind you, he's only got 3 people left to work with in the Northern Hemisphere, but nonetheless, this is him stepping through it. It's going to go as far as him actually announcing. I don't know if it'll form as a party, etc., but he's going to announce it with this.
Yeah.
And of course, the only reason is to keep himself and his sorry, pimply ass out of the courts.
Mm-hmm. Well, he thinks he's going to keep him out.
Yeah.
Wow. So here, I think you have the I got the hermit, the introspective.
Yeah.
He's literally going, not that he's somebody who can, go and do meditation or anything, but he's looking within now about all of this stuff that's going on. I do believe that he can come in as the hero. I'm the hero. I'm better than this. The Democrats suck. The Republicans suck.
Yeah. I told you that.
Yeah.
And here I am. I'm here to save you now.
Yes, because I got the family. Come join the family.
Yeah.
Come join my party. Come join my party.
Yeah.
I will save the world. I'll save our world. I'll save our world. And then the 6 of Pentacles, where it talks about, like charity is 6 of Pentacles, right? Give me money to do it.
Yeah.
Give me money to do it. And then for some reason I got the Queen of Wands. Maybe you have a little bit, but I am confused about getting the Queen of Wands within all of that. Yeah. And I don't know if it's the queen, the feminine part about it, or if it's the wands where the cleverness, because she's very cleverness and she gets things done. So I think maybe I'm picking up on the Queen of Wands is it's already in the works. It's already been done. The tools, you know what I mean?
Would Nikki Haley join his party? Nikki Haley flew into my mind.
I got an Empress. I got somebody very, very high up. Nikki Haley. I thought maybe Ginny Thomas.
Ginny Thomas wouldn't surprise me either, but she has got away with so much.
Yeah.
I don't think she can do more and stay out of trouble. You know what I mean?
And her husband out of trouble.
Being on the phone to him, that would be a Queen of Wands, Ginny Thomas, saying do this and do that. But I don't think she came very close to the wire, should have been indicted over all this.
Oh, that woman. Have you heard the transcripts? Hi, I want to say hi to Jackie. Jackie's just joined me here. Jackie's my girl who helps me, keeps me straight. But the transcripts of her testifying.
Yeah.
She literally was asked, do you believe that was so? Well, I believe. So she, even after having Liz Cheney hammer out the evidence of everything, trying to convince her that everything she believes in is a lie, she still came back with, no, No, it's what I believe and what a lot of people believe. That's their answer. That's what a lot of people believe. That's a lot of people believe. That's the reason why I believe it, because a lot of people believe that. And then, like, the only reason why all these people believe it is because you told them.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's still very, very, and she admitted. She admitted that the person that she was talking about, I just talked to my best friend. She admitted that it was her husband. When she was talking to Mark Meadows, and says, yeah, I feel a lot better now that I talked to you and my best friend, which she said, yeah, it was probably my husband. So he knows. He was in it for sure. All right. So now that we know that, let's see. What else shall we talk about? What else should we have?
Well, I've got about another 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay. No problem. No problem. I get that so much.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll go ahead and end that. I mean, we're almost, it's 45 minutes in, so we did pretty good.
Got anything gossipy?
We do have gossipy. What happened between Matt Gaetz, Marjorie, and Bobo?
Yeah.
Let's see why their relationship is all of a sudden cracked.
Yeah. Let's have a look. So
let's have a look at that.
Matt Gaetz, MTG, Blvd.
Jackie says hello to you too.
Oh, hi. Let's see what happened to them. Their relationship.
And of course, we have Aiden taking care of all the stuff in the chat, along with all of my others. Yep.
Okay. So I'm doing 2 cards for each of them. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's a good idea.
Let's
see what happens if we can bring up a story.
Oh, a reversal. I never get a reversal. Another episode.
Wow.
All right, shall I?
Yeah, go for it.
For Matt Gaetz, he had to make a decision. Here's the card that was reversed, the conversation with people. These are my little Italian oracles. And it was reversed, meaning a secret conversation or a dark conversation, or, we're not talking shooting the breeze here. We're talking a manipulative conversation. So I think he was advised, Matt Gaetz was advised to cut the threads with them, particularly Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think. She got the card here of affluent. This is her detachment from her own voting base. It's only because she's in a super safe seat she gets somebody. She's out of touch, right? And then another episode in the story. And I think in terms of why the relationship broke up, there were several stories about her, mainly I think from Blvd, and it was just one too many. So she started wanting to be fun. I think she actually wants to be president or vice president. She's so deluded, and she's got those mad eyes, I mean, seriously deluded. So she was offended that I think both Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert didn't give her due respect. I think that was her bitch. Then we come to Boebert, who was lucky to get away with being elected at all by the skin of the teeth. And this is the tweets. This is the tweet. She couldn't help herself. This is the messaging. And so it fell apart. I think Matt Gaetz realised he was dealing with a Maddie. The thing. He's coming out as the same one when you look at this trilogy. That shows how demented the other two are.
Correct.
And Boebert couldn't help herself. So she keeps sending poisoned letters. We don't send letters in the modern world. So it's poisoned communications.
Mm-hmm. She is?
Yeah. So that's what I got.
Well, very interesting. I literally got the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Wands, And the King of Pentacles is probably Matt Gaetz. Represents Matt Gaetz.
That makes sense.
So then the King of Wands. It is almost like he realizes if there is a Republican out there with an inch or a twig of intelligence, he realizes that all of that rhetoric got them where they are right now. About nothing. Not much of governing power whatsoever. And so he's now trying to smash down all of that. And Marjorie is still on it. She's still Trump. Kevin McCarthy. Right? She's not letting go. She's not letting go of that for nothing.
No.
So he is bam, 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 go away, go away, go away, go away. So now he's with Blvd. Well, you notice that every once in a while that all three of them would hang out, but not really, because Blvd was kind of left out in the shade. Now she's in.
Yeah, right.
And she's going to use that, and she's going to use her sword to her advantage because she's got the 7 of Wands, where she's out there with everything, and she's out there with, like, hi, it's me this time. I'm in the spotlight. I'm the favorite now. She's just enjoying that.
Yeah.
And she is like Marjorie Taylor Greene is the old girlfriend, and Bobo is the new girlfriend, and they're fighting.
Very much. Right.
They're fighting.
What they're all finding. Sorry, have you finished? I don't want to cut you.
No, I just have Marjorie. Marjorie got the King of Cups and the Moon. So Marjorie is just really, 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 really afraid because of her own crazy ideology that the Dems are going to win. You know what I mean? That's she's like, I don't want them to win. I don't want them to get anywhere. I got to get over that. She's just so concentrated on that these two here are just collateral damage to her.
Yeah.
She could have cared less. But she's going to bite back when somebody bites, and that's what the new girlfriend is doing is Anyhow, what were you going to say?
Oh, it's gone now. I'm sure it'll come back some way. Yeah, but what they're all up against is it's the easiest part is pulling together to achieve something. Now they're there as a group, the Republicans. We are going to witness. We thought the circus was slowing down, but I don't think it is.
No, I think it's just ramping up. I think anger and arguments beget anger and argument, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't. Yeah. It rises. It doesn't come down. And
that's
with
right.
them, their immaturity enough that they were not let their egos are so tender that they have the hardest time bringing it back down to reality.
Yeah, which is what you were saying. They're marshmallows on the inside.
Yes.
And this is the thing, and it's like a bad breakup, like I say, using the boyfriend-girlfriend thing. With immature couples, what often happens is all the friends are forced to side with one or the other instead of keeping neutral ground. So, well, I'm fighting with her. You've got to support me. We're talking 14-year-olds at high school here.
Yes, it's exactly what it feels like. It's like, I'm going to take all of my friends and we're going to go over here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you think, just out of intuition and feeling, do you think that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Kevin McCarthy are having a thing? Because that's what he's known for. And do you think that Matt Gaetz is a little upset about that?
Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Marjorie Taylor Greene and McCarthy. Okay. I don't think Matt Gaetz is interested in Marjorie Taylor Greene in any capacity. I don't think there's anything there. I actually don't. My vibe was no, they're not. But she'd like to.
Oh. Well, she'd sleep with anybody that gave her power.
You know this from Lauren. And she would stop at nothing. She might have even made a hold on. You know how everyone regrets the office Christmas party?
Yes.
I think she might have even gone so far as to proposition him, basically.
Mhm.
But I think he was quietly horrified.
Afraid it'll fall off.
So that's my vibe on it. I think she would have liked to, but that's maybe what she's still angling towards, to support him, which is so uncharacteristic of her. It's very weird. There is something there. But I don't think Matt Gates is part of that dynamic, past, present, or future. No.
Okay, good. I was thinking about while they were traveling around the whole country that summer.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I think, can anyone tell us, does Marjorie Taylor drink?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
that an issue, or what? Does anyone know about Marjorie Taylor Greene's alcohol consumption?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. Yeah, that is
I'm interested if anyone can throw any light on it.
Yeah, they're just too intertwined. You know how it is with
And Matt Gates, like someone said, that they're too old for him. That's absolutely true. Yes, he's much more in the
This is true.
18 to
She
24
does
year
look
old.
ancient.
Yeah.
Moisture-free Marjorie.
All
right, my dear.
Look like she drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody that showed up. We almost got to 1,000, so thank you, everyone. This is great. I appreciate this. I hope you laughed as much as we did. I hope you were entertained just as much as we were, and we got a little few truths. And here's one thing that I wanted to take away with, and I was going to do a little bit more on Trump, but seriously, there's something more sobering feeling about him, and I that threw me a little. There's something sobering going on.
Yes, something's happened. Yeah.
Did you feel it too? It was like when I got into it, I felt like there was no anger. It was like serious.
Yeah.
Like a 911 seriousness about him. And I don't know what that was about.
Yeah. Interesting.
But anyways.
Sheila, I want to thank you for inviting me on. It's great. I always love a live. Okay.
Yes. I appreciate that you say yes.
Bless.
and that we've stayed friends. I think we're going on 2 years, right?
Yeah, it has to be at least.
At least 2 years, yeah. So
did I see Whimsy flash by? Yes.
Is Whimsy here too?
Jeffries needs a few brave, moderate GOP to vote for him and put his party out of its misery. Yes, Whimsy. Couldn't agree more.
I agree. Good morning, hon, or afternoon, or whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. Hi, Whimsy. It's good to see you. So thank you so much. And so it's summertime or wintertime? Summertime.
It's summertime for us, but every day is a new day, it would seem. Like we have it was nearly 100 degrees 2 days ago. Now I've got a cardigan on. It's doing this. It's crazy.
Well, you heard about all the snow in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, yeah.
It was astronomical. But yeah, our weather's doing, and there's a great big huge weather system, as they say, coming in again. So we'll see what it does. But who knows? All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and I appreciate that. And yeah, we will do this again. I try to hook her up at least once a month. So
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it again.
So. Take care, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll let everyone know when Mary Trump happens. Okay.
Oh, I'm on it. I want to see that so badly. I think that'll be awesome. All righty. Bye, everyone. Bye.